back in here, one more reaction video, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back with part 3, the awakening of Black Americans. If you could, hop on Twitter and go follow Winter Rewind. Homie has an extremely bright future and makes some dummy dope content. And I keep saying every single one of us has a gift from God. So wherever you are watching this video, yes, I'm talking directly to you. You know what you love to do. You know what's important to you. Shine your light and watch the many, many ways that God blesses you. And if this is your first time to the channel, get on in here and park that whip game. As I love to say, we are simply spirits encased in human flesh. That's all I promise. Trying to figure out this thing called life, not nearly as divided nor as demonic as the mainstream media and these social media algorithms try to make it seem every single day. And I think we can all agree to everybody and their mama, we trying to get enlightened in this thing called life. So if you dig what you hear in this video, do me a favor and share it far and wide. Knowledge makes a man unfit to be a slave.
We wake up, we clean up, and we stand up. And once we can stand up like a man on our own feet, then the world will look at us with recognition and respect.
Instead of us just being like slavery's bad, slavery's there, bad whitey, bad whitey. I mean, all right, let's stop that.
It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. What do you get out of it? You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump.
For us to be on our own 2 feet, us meaning youth or us meaning black people, whatever you want to take it for us to be on our own 2 feet, we do need help. Because we have been here, we have been a good friend. You got a friend that you don't never look out for.
Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race.
My career would be over. I get kicked out the black community because blacks we're supposed to have a monolithic thought. We can only be Democrats and all.
I was having love. I mean, like undeniable love. I was scared, but so was somebody else because all of a sudden I had all kind of legal problems.
We all have a right to bear arms. Why would I come to New York and be unlawfully owning 2 guns?
Put those people in jail for life, no probation, no parole. And in certain circumstances, they kill someone, put them to death.
That he's encouraging the police, rank and file policemen, to take whatever method or measures necessary.
You know, Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different result. And in the middle of what was going on in the 60s, an individual that got overlooked was Manning Johnson. And I want everybody to go read his book, Color, Communism, and Common Sense, but also check out Manning Johnson's farewell address. The video is on YouTube, and I'll link it in the description box below.
Because blacks we're supposed to have a monolithic thought. We can only be Democrats and all.
I was having love. I mean, like undeniable love. I was scared, but so was somebody else because all of a sudden I had all kind of legal problems.
We all have a right to bear arms. Why would I come to New York and be unlawfully owning 2 guns?
Put those people in jail for life, no probation, no parole. And in certain circumstances, they kill someone, put them to death.
That he's encouraging the police, rank and file policemen, to take whatever method or measures necessary to hold the Negroes in check.
As my video was debuting on MTV, I was behind bars getting beat up by the police department. They did not see me on TV with my eye busted, my head busted. There's pictures of those.
In Oakland,
yes, in Oakland. You don't see them pictures.
Which shows that they can make the American public love whom they will and hate whom they will.
Merry Christmas to the press. I appreciate the present you've given me because you made me look like the bad guy in my own community.
Can you move this down to your left, please?
Thank you very much.
And this is why I say that us as Black Americans have to be mindful of the content that we put out to the world and the images that we present. Because I say a lot, if you don't live in America and you couldn't hear the music, but you just read the lyrics of the top 10 rap and R&B songs, you would think Black Americans was living in abundance. You wouldn't think they was oppressed or facing any type of hardships. So if I can control your image, then I control your quote unquote reality, and I can treat you however I want behind the scenes. So we have to stop thinking from a short-term perspective, because the seeds that you plant are harvesting later on in life, and they're harvesting nothing but destruction and violence. So we need more Bryson Grays, more Tyson James, more Rich Dan Famous, more rappers with intellectual content that's uplifting the masses and uplifting the youth and not speaking death. There's a reason that 51.5% rappers die in homicide, and I encourage you to check out Proverbs 18:21.
Long time coming, but I know.
And it took me a year and a half to have the confidence to stand up, put on the hat, no matter what the consequences were.
And we are our confidence and our self-esteem. And I want to talk to young men right now. I need you to avoid porn. I need you to avoid anything that's making you waste your life force and your energy. Everything you see around you was created by a man with 2 feet, 2 hands, and 2 brains because they weren't obsessed with trying to waste their seed. Put your energy into something productive and watch what happens in your life.
Represented overcoming fear. Liberals can't bully me, news can't bully me, the hip-hop community, they can't bully me, because at that point, if I'm afraid to be me, I'm no longer yay.
If God is for us,
to make it look like he's the criminal and they're the victim. This is how they do it. And if you study how they do it here, then you'll know how they do it over here. It's the same game going all the time.
Let me show y'all something. As Malcolm X said, they always try to discredit you and what you speak. So I went on the Jubilee show not too long ago, and I had to take a survey, and this was my score based on that survey. However, this is the image that Jubilee put on TV, and I don't really care that it says that my bias to the right, but the media does a fantastic job at manipulating what the public knows. So as James Allen says, and as a man thinketh, if you would guard your body, you should guard your mind, because you never know what you're seeing is manipulated, doctored, edited, or what. Stay woke.
He is a tried and true, dyed-in-the-wool racist.
Mike Tyson was greeted at his door at 1 o'clock in the morning by a woman. The woman was dancing at 8 o'clock, and this guy's in jail for 6 years. I don't understand it. I think it's wrong.
We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as your brother instead of two distant strangers.
And when it comes to the concept of seeing me as your brother, I'm not talking about black men. I'm talking about all men here in America. Black, white, yellow, green, blue, brown, red. Because you put us in a room together and let us talk about women and paying bills and raising children and child support and all that bullshit. And we're going to see how much we got in common. We are not as divided as the mainstream media and these social media algorithms try to make it seem. We the same kids that was in recess that when the bell went off, we ran outside and played kickball together. We was shooting for teams at basketball. We was playing duck, duck, goose, freeze tag, heads up, 7 up. Do not let us divide us. Do not let them divide us over something as petty as skin color. We are bigger than that. We are more intellectual than that. Come on, man.
I don't want to hear what he has to say about what he's done for black people. He's done very little for us.
Just hours before Joe Biden is set to be sworn in,
the same nigga that said if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
And Kodak Black.
Wheezy.
He not only reduces his sentence, he pardoned you.
All that good shit.
That's hard. That's hard.
This morning, President Trump lashing out at the Swedish government, demanding they give American rapper A$AP Rocky his freedom, tweeting, "Sweden has let our African-American community down in the United States."
And when I say African American, I think I can really say from everybody in this country, because we're all one.
Get off the welfare. Be a man. Earn what you need for your own family. Then your family respects you. Yes, we hate laziness. We hate drunkenness. Why? Because the white man knows you're more dangerous sober than you are drunk.
And once again, this is to my men. If your children aren't a reason for you to live pure, then I don't know what to tell you. But my children are the reason every day I'm up at 3 a.m. They the reason that I'm drinking spring water, alkaline water, that I'm eating healthy, and I'm working on my body, and I'm working on my mental health. Because if you did not come from a strong family, you must do everything in your power to make sure a strong family comes from you. And until we break the cycle of dysfunction and poverty and domestic violence and all that other petty stuff that most black Americans are going through, we're going to keep repeating the same trauma over and over and over and over and over. So to you watching this video, wherever you are, be the one to break the cycle. Martin Luther King said faith is taking a first step without seeing the full staircase. But we can look around and see what following the ways of this world is bringing us. So if you have to think super mega awesome big, walk by faith, not sight, and know if God is for us, it don't matter what's against us. Keep going, baby. The sky's the limit.
Us as a people to start making some changes. Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we live. And let's change the way we
drinking a kombucha this morning, dog.
See, the old way wasn't working, so it's on us to do what we gotta do to survive.
Mr. Trump,
we got your back.
Trump 2024.
Free Trump 2024.
2024 Trump all the way.
Yes, we are here to support our president, Donald John Trump.
We need that Donald Trump.
Everyone is for Trump at this point. I mean, everyone.
Authoritarian is when the mainstream media is only one side reporting against Trump. Everything bad.
And it's always been like that. And I get so tired of the concept of black Americans, y'all stupid. Black people, y'all dumb. I didn't even know it was another way to live. Larry Elder is hidden from us. Walter Williams is hidden from us. The Miseducation of the Negro, that's not a book we taught about in school. They don't have us reading Up from Slavery by Malcolm X in school. We're not reading the autobiography of Frederick Douglass. They not talking to us about all the black communist movements in the South. They didn't talk about the original Civil Rights Act that was signed by the 16th President U.S. Grant. So that's why you have to read and you have to educate yourself. And as Malcolm X said, you have to teach your children early what you learn late in life. And that's why they keep us distracted with all this low vibrational entertainment. But the truth self sets you free.
Yes, we hate laziness.
Yes, we
hate
do.
drunkenness. Why?
Get up and
Because
go to
the white
work.
man knows you're more dangerous sober than you are drunk.
It's time for us as a people to start making some changes. Let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we live. And let's change the way we treat each other. You see, the old way wasn't working, so it's on us to do what we gotta do to survive.
Mr. Trump, we got your back.
Trump 2024. Free Trump 2024. 2024 Trump all the way.
Yes, we are here to support our president, Donald John Trump.
We need that Donald Trump.
Everyone is for Trump at this point. I mean, everyone.
Authoritarian is when the mainstream media
Say MAGA
is
gang.
only one side reporting against Trump. Everything bad. 90% of bad coverage on Donald Trump.
I know you, Trump.
The American press creates almost any kind of image they want of anyone. To be very careful about letting others create images for you. Always examine for yourself.
Always. Think for yourself, read for yourself, study for yourself, all of that, man. If you would guard your body, guard your mind. Because all you are is your consciousness at the end of the day. Like they said, at the beginning was the word, and whatever words are spoken to you, I can only give outwardly what I consume inwardly. I can't talk to you in Chinese because I ain't consumed it. I can't talk to you in Japanese. I can't talk to you in Russian because I ain't consumed it. But I have been programmed to look at every other black man as my threat and as an op. And I have been programmed to disrespect black women and see them as nothing more than a sexual object. And I say the illiterate people of our current time are not the ones that can't read. They're the ones that can't learn, unlearn, and relearn. Because the things that have been put into us are for nothing but death and destruction. However, we can see it now, like the veil is up. We can see what's happening. So we don't have to continue to follow that path. We can create a new paradigm of love, of happiness, of peace, of joy, of abundance, of positivity, of gratitude. I challenge you to walk by faith, not sight. And I also challenge you to get inside that Bible. Never be too proud to pray. At Romans 12:2, do not conform to this world. Because this world wants you sad with anxiety, depression, not believing in yourself, not loving yourself, feeling like there's no hope and it's all doom and gloom. And the Great Depression passed. World War I passed. World War II passed. Pearl Harbor passed. So this current Biden traumatic situation that we're living in right now, it shall pass as well. But what seeds are you planting right now to know when this time passes that you are living in abundance, that you are living in prosperous? Because faith without work is dead. So you must do your part as well. And when God blessed me with a talent, and he blessed Winter Rewind with a talent, and Pac, and Big, and Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King, and Manning Johnson, and Carter G. Woodson, and Malcolm X, and Booker T. Washington, and Jack Johnson, Ida B. Wells, Madam C.J. Walker, Marcus Garvey. When all these individuals got blessed with a talent from God, he didn't forget about you. So you know what's inside of you. And this world wants you to feel like that you can't be the next star. But every single one of us has the power to change this thing, and that's why they shadow ban, that's why they censor. But your light can be what the world needs. I want to thank you for watching my art, and I look forward to consuming your art as well. And faith, consistency, and hard work, the sky's the limit, gang. If you have to think super, mega, awesome, big. Read The Miseducation of the Negro once again. Self-Reliance by Ralph Waldo Emerson. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Out from the Heart by James Allen. In Tune with the Infinite by Ralph Waldo Trine. 3 Magic Words by U.S. Anderson. Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. Black Fortunes, the story of how the first 6 slaves escaped and became millionaires. I don't remember who the author of that book is. But just get inside these books, man, because the more I learn, I have a lot to learn. And I look at what they're doing with Trump and trying to take all his property. I look at what's going on with Alex Jones. You look at how they demonetize people. But one thing that cannot be taken from you is your intellectual property. And one more book is As a Man Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. If you can be happy on the inside, it has no matter what this world is doing on the outside, because you hold the key to your happiness, to your mind.